Arsenal just won the Premier League. After 22 years of waiting, they finally did it. Their captain lifted the trophy. Their number 10, the heartbeat of everything Arteta built, was the man who drove them there. And now Arsenal want to spend £100 million on his direct replacement. Not a winger, not a striker, not a defender. A number 10. The same position, the same role, the same space on the pitch that Ødegaard has owned for 3 years. And nobody has told Ødegaard he's already been replaced. And here is the crazy part. When you actually look at the evidence, I am not sure this is a transfer story at all. I think this is an exit story. Let me show you what I mean. While Arsenal were winning the title, let me tell you what their captain was actually doing. 16 starts in all competitions for the entire season. He missed months at a time. Every time he came back, there was another setback. Hamstring, ankle, more hamstring. The fans kept saying he'd be fine, kept saying the team was winning without him, kept saying it didn't matter. But here's the thing. It did matter because it has been happening for 2 years now. And when you look at his minutes over the last 2 seasons, I need you to actually look at this. The decline in his availability is not a blip. It is a pattern. He went from being one of the most reliable players in the Premier League to someone Arteta could not depend on to be fit for any given week. And here is what gets me. Arsenal were winning while this was happening. So nobody asked the question that needed asking. What happens when the opposition figures out that Ødegaard is not going to be there? And then in February, a story dropped that everyone seemed to miss. Or maybe they chose not to look at it too closely. In February of this year, Football 365 reported that Ødegaard had instructed his agent to open talks with Manchester United. Not explore, not consider, instruct. Now, let me be clear. This is a reported story. Arsenal denied it. But Football 365 stand by it. And here is the thing about that kind of story. It either happened or it didn't. And if it didn't, you would expect Arsenal to have publicly committed to extending his contract by now. They haven't. His contract runs until 2028. And Arsenal are reportedly considering selling him for £80 million this summer to help their financial compliance figures. Not because they want to, because they might have to. And then there's Bayern Munich and Inter Milan. Both monitoring, both with the budget and the ambition to move this summer. Put it all together, the injury absences, the reported Man Utd talks, the financial pressure, the club circling, and now a £100 million pursuit of a direct positional replacement. Arsenal are not building a squad with Ødegaard. They are building a squad after him. So, who is Morgan Rogers? And why is he worth everything Arsenal are about to pay for him? Let me start with the Europa League final. Freiburg versus Aston Villa, 20th of May. Rogers scores, Rogers assists, 3-0. Aston Villa win their first European trophy. And Rogers walks away as the Europa League player of the season. 27 goal contributions across 55 games. And his XG overperformance, the stat that tells you whether a player is a lucky finisher or a genuine one, puts him in the 94th percentile of forwards worldwide. He does not rely on volume. He relies on quality. And here's the thing that makes him worth £100 million that nobody is talking about. He is not just a forward. He is a pure number 10. He plays in the same position as Ødegaard. He thinks in the same space. He reads the game from the same vantage point. Only he is 23. 3 years younger. And physically, carrying the ball, driving at defenders, winning duels in tight spaces. He is in a completely different category. This is not Arsenal buying a rotation option. This is Arsenal buying the future of their attacking midfield. And here is where I land on this. Arsenal are not making a mistake. They are not being disloyal to their captain. They are doing the thing that every elite club eventually has to do, and almost none of them are brave enough to do on their own terms. managing the succession of their most important player before the departure becomes a crisis. Ødegaard is an Arsenal legend, and he will leave as one, whenever that happens. But at 32, with 2 seasons of significant injury history, with reported interest from Bayern, Inter and United, with a financial situation that makes his sale genuinely attractive, the window to plan ahead is right now. And the fact that they have identified Rodgers, 23 years old, Europa League winner, top 10 attacking midfielder in the world, already playing in the exact position they need, means this is not desperation. This is the most cold-blooded, forward-thinking piece of succession planning the Premier League has seen in years. Nobody told Ødegaard he's already been replaced. But I think Arsenal already know what comes next. And honestly, so do you now. Do you think Ødegaard stays at Arsenal, or is this his last summer at the club? And does Morgan Rodgers end up being the signing of the decade? Drop your take in the comments. I am reading every single one. Hit subscribe. We are covering every major transfer this summer as the window opens.